Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 52 of Impact Makers. Well, in our last episode, we talked about the importance of and when it comes to leadership. We want to expand upon that. I got a question for Dustin. What's something that people like talk about in small groups, but maybe are reluctant to talk about in a bigger setting, maybe even at a big presentation? What's something they're more comfortable talking about in kind of behind the scenes small group that actually is important when it comes to all topics that are important when it comes to future development of your organization.
I was inspired by this yesterday, a conversation I had, so I just want to throw that out there. But it, for lack of a better phrase, it's being comfortable being a contrarian when you need to be a contrarian for your organization, for your firm. And too often, it's easy to just go with the flow. When you're in that larger group, larger organization, you don't want to rock the boat. You want to toe the line. All those cliche phrases that we use in business. But a conversation yesterday really inspired me because we both view ourselves as contrarians in the profession. We push our clients down different paths and that type of thing. But another secret to leadership success is knowing when to put your contrarian hat on, and not to be a contrarian in support of status quo, but a contrarian in support of not being afraid to fail forward and taking a bigger step than maybe people might initially be comfortable with, and pushing your organization that way. We need more boldness. We need more contrarians in leadership who aren't afraid to just step out there and get a different message out there.
So, hit a finer point on that specific to innovation, because, innovation is something that everybody's talking about, right? We need to be more innovative. So you hear it all over the place. It's written all over the place. What's status quo innovation versus contrarian innovation?
Really good question. Status quo innovation would be, anything that's incremental or less in terms of the progress you're making. Can you look at this, this change 2 or 3 years from now and say this will lead to incremental success, or will this lead to more exponential success for what we're trying to do? I think that's a big difference there with status quo. And then taking it back to leadership, the word that keeps coming to my head is being a contrarian. It can lead to being more inspirational. You can show people that it's okay and that it's accepted to try new things. And so from a leadership standpoint, being open to that, being that trailblazer, that contrarian, is your role is to inspire others, because we do need doers to execute as well. And from a leadership perspective, if you're doing the inspiring and we get others at all levels to follow and to believe in that message and want to be the contrarians themselves to seek change, then that's where really we can gain a lot of momentum and have actually not just a senior leadership, but the actual doers cement the change.
Yeah, I agree. So when it depends on the topic that you're going after. When I say topic, what service line you're going after, but can the leadership be inspirational to the point where everybody understands why I'm pushing through the toe stubbing? Because not everything is going to be perfect, but to get to that end goal. So can leadership have that inspirational message that allows those that are actually active in implementing those innovative solutions in their firm can it help them push through so that everybody ends up further along instead of incremental, like you said?